Hey everybody, I have an answer. I know whether or not I'm pregnant, but I'm going to save that for just a minute or two into the video. I just want to tell you a little bit about my 2-week wait and let you know how everything turned out. The first week, I think I did a video. I did really well. I didn't really concern myself too much with it, and I knew that, that it was going to take 2 weeks, so I didn't get too excited or anything like that. Come the second week, though, increasingly, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a little bit, increasingly I became more and more, excited, and I really had to talk myself out of testing early. I just had to, kind of think, I don't want to test too early and have the Avidro still be in my system, get a false positive, get excited. I didn't want to go through all that. So that was pretty easy for the first few days to not test. Come Thursday, I figured, because again, I had the IUI on Saturday. So come Thursday, I figured it was just a couple days until Saturday, and it probably wouldn't hurt to test. And at least I would be able to know if it were negative, I'd be able to trust the result on Saturday. And if it was positive and I tested all along and it went away, I would be able to know it was the Avidro. So I decided to go ahead and test. And what happened is on Thursday, I had a very, very, very faint line, like the faintest line ever. The kind of faint line where you have to tilt it just the right way, and it had to be in the light. I knew it wasn't an evaporation line because it was there, within the allotted time frame. And it was on the internet tests, so it's not like they're, super easy to read. But, I didn't get excited or anything because I didn't know if it was the Avidro leaving my system or if I was, in fact, pregnant. So I tested again on Thursday night, still a very, very faint line. And on Friday morning, still very, very faint. So I didn't, by Friday I started to get really discouraged because it wasn't getting any darker. And I figured it was just the Avidro leaving my system. And, I think anytime you go through an IUI, or even if you're doing timed intercourse or anything like that, you think you have symptoms that every single time I've thought I've had symptoms. So, I didn't know what to think. Come Friday night, I did go ahead and buy different tests. And I figured, it would be pretty accurate because it was just, a few hours away from me being able to test. And I am happy to report I'm pregnant. I've tested all weekend, 9 tests in total. Every single one positive, and they are getting darker. I guess I didn't realize, and I don't know as if maybe other people say it and I didn't pay attention, or if I didn't just know. But it takes a while for the levels to double enough where the line's going to get darker. So, my darkest line was last night, and I'll show you. It's actually pretty visible. I don't know if you can, there's a glare on it, but there's definitely 2 lines there. And, at all the tests, if I look back over them all, I can definitely see that over, from Thursday to Sunday, they were definitely 2 lines. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, we're super, super excited. We know this is a very crucial time. I'm trying not to think about anything negative. The thoughts have obviously crossed my mind. I know statistics. I know that I'm at a higher risk for problems. But we've just been really excited. We've never, ever, ever come this far. And it's just really exciting. To talk a little bit about last week, I kind of knew something was up. And I almost could tell, you don't ever trust yourself, especially when you've gone through infertility. I think that if you don't go through infertility, maybe, I don't know, I've never not gone through infertility, so, but I know going through infertility, like I said, there's months where you think, oh, I must be pregnant because, I'm sick or whatever the case may be. But this last week, I definitely knew something was different. Starting Tuesday, which was a week and a couple days past the IUI, I was so sick to the fact that when I laid down, my stomach was bothering enough where I couldn't really sleep. And then Tuesday was definitely the worst. And then, for the rest of the week, I was nauseous and queasy if I wasn't, and I noticed a pattern that it started to be when my stomach would empty. I'd eat, and a couple hours later, I would start to feel really queasy again. So I definitely noticed that pattern. And my husband noticed that I was, much more tired than usual. And I know a lot of people don't get symptoms in their first week, but that would have been week 3. I definitely knew something was different. And I told him, like on Tuesday or Wednesday, I said, you know, I kind of wonder if I'm not pregnant. And so, but then, you know, as the, like, Friday, I just had a horrible day. I just thought, you know, the line's not getting any darker. It must just spill the Avidrome. And I was crying. I was upset. You know, I was so ready to call it quits. But I'm so glad that I kept testing. I went today for my blood work. I called the office this morning. I went for my blood work. I'm waiting for a call back, and then I go back again on Wednesday. Today's Monday. I go back on Wednesday to see if the levels have doubled. But so far, everything's been really good. Saturday, we went ahead and went shopping. Saturday was, like, we didn't want to be, like, it's so hard. Like, I thought it would kind of be a little different than when I finally found out I was pregnant. I thought it would be just a static time. You know, we would just be so happy. We'd be buying all this stuff. And Saturday, first of all, I was really tired. But you still, like, you can't believe it. Like, I've tried for so long, like 4 years, and it just still does not feel real. And I'm just not, like, you don't come to terms with it. I don't know how else to put it. Like, it still seems so unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like, I wake up in the morning and I don't even realize it at first, and I think, oh, wait, I'm pregnant. So it's really, really an amazing thing. And I told my husband the thing that is so amazing about it, and this is, I want to talk to everyone that's still trying to conceive. It is just a horrible, horrible journey, and it's definitely the hardest thing by far I've ever had to go through. And we almost gave up. And, like, at the beginning of October, we were seriously talking about just giving up. Just me finishing school, not worrying about being pregnant anymore, not doing any more treatments, just doing the foster adoption classes. Because, you know, it's so hard. And I really, you know, I give everyone credit that works or goes to school or does anything and do these, because I just couldn't do it. And so we had actually discussed just to stop everything fertility and me finish school. But then, you know, I decided that really was not what I wanted to do, that I wanted to just quit school and really focus on trying to get pregnant. And I'm so glad I did. And because I think that when you're trying to conceive and you've tried for so long, even if it's 6 months, a year, whatever. I mean, not everybody's at 4 years like we were. But when you try and try and try and have month after month after month not work, it breaks you down. And you think, and people tell you to have hope, it'll happen, and you think, okay, well, what if I'm the person that it doesn't happen to? And I just don't give up hope. That's the only thing I can say. Absolutely don't give up hope, because it does happen. And I think that it's important to go for as long as you can go and do treatments until they tell you you can't. You know, as long as there's the hope, have the hope. But I wanted to make sure that I said something special to my TTCers, because I do know how hard it is. I do plan on making pregnancy vlogs every week. I don't know exactly how they're going to calculate my weeks. I think, if I'm correct, and I don't know that I am, I think that they would call the IUI 2 weeks. And so I would be 4 weeks on last Saturday. So I'd be 4 weeks and 2 days. I don't know if that's how they're going to calculate it, though. I don't exactly know that part. I'm just now trying to, you know, read up on everything I can. Just trying to do all the things that I never thought would even happen. So I'll do weekly updates and let you all know how it goes. Like I said, I'm supposed to get a call back about the blood work and let me know what my levels are. I told her on the phone, I said, I have no doubt that I'm pregnant. The lines are definitely darker at this point. Like I said, this is a test I took last night. The line has definitely gotten darker from the first test I took. So I have no doubt I'm pregnant. I just hope that my levels double and there's no issue at all. But I'll be doing updates and let you all know how everything goes, and as I go through now my pregnancy journey. I hope everybody is having a great week, and I wish all of you baby dusts that are trying to conceive. Talk to you later. Bye.